Welcome to Southwest Desert, where adventure meets the arid beauty of the American Southwest. Join me as we explore Southwest's lost historical characters, stunning desert vistas, forgotten Native American history, or tales of lost gold mines. There's always something new to discover. Subscribe now and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on our latest desert adventures. Let's journey together into the heart of the Southwest Desert. Sit back and enjoy. Welcome to Southwest Desert, where we uncover the fascinating stories of the American Southwest. I'm your host, and today we're diving deep into the remarkable life of William Hardy, known as the Grand Old Man of Mohave County, a figure whose story perfectly captures the spirit, struggles, and contradictions of Arizona's territorial period. Born in Watertown, New York, Hardy's journey would take him from the settled East to the untamed frontiers of the American West. Like many during the 1850s, he first sought his fortune in California, where he quickly proved himself a natural entrepreneur. Through his mercantile pursuits, Hardy built a substantial business operation and amassed his first fortune. But it was his government contracting work that would set the stage for his future endeavors. He secured a crucial contract for military supply delivery, specifically supplying the newly established Whipple Barracks, a contract that would become intimately tied to Prescott's early development. The year 1864 marked the beginning of Hardy's most significant chapter. Picture this: January in the Arizona Territory, a tall, imposing figure astride a horse, making his way toward what would soon become Hardyville on the Colorado River. At 6 feet 2 inches and around 200 pounds, Hardy cut an impressive figure. His angular features, auburn hair, and sandy beard, along with those distinctive gray eyes under heavy brows, made him immediately recognizable. Despite his large-boned frame, contemporaries noted he carried minimal flesh, a testament perhaps to the demanding lifestyle of a frontier entrepreneur. At roughly 40 years old when he arrived in Arizona, he was known for his exceptional endurance, a quality that would serve him well in the challenging years ahead. Thank you for joining your desert frontiersman Alan for another Southwest adventure. If you would like to help support my time and channel, hit the Super Thanks heart icon on the bottom of the video and contribute. This is very helpful. Relax and enjoy. And speaking of endurance, we have to talk about Old Yaller, a horse that became almost as legendary as Hardy himself. This remarkable animal could cover the 120-mile distance between Camp Wallapai and Hardyville in a single day, showing no signs of fatigue. When Hardy finally sold Old Yaller in 1873 to C.C. Benn of Prescott for $300, it wasn't for the money. It was to ensure his faithful companion had a good retirement. Even at 18 to 20 years old, Old Yaller was still pulling buggies in Prescott as late as 1875, maintaining that remarkable vigor that had made him famous. The establishment of Hardyville marked Hardy's most ambitious venture. After purchasing an existing ferry operation, he immediately began construction on what would become a crucial trading center. But Hardyville was more than just a commercial venture. It became the first Mohave County seat and served as the administrative center for the region. Its location at the highest navigable point for steamboats on the Colorado River made it the primary freight distribution hub for the entire region, handling supplies for interior mining camps, Prescott, and Whipple Barracks. For years, Hardyville served as the main rendezvous point for miners, but by 1872, competition began to emerge. The opening of Dan Canty's store in Chloride, which combined general store merchandise with liquor sales, marked the beginning of a new era and the start of Hardyville's gradual decline. But Hardy wasn't just known for his business acumen. He was a man of refined tastes and strict principles. Well educated and cultured, he maintained a dignified lifestyle that stood out in the rough and tumble frontier. He abstained from the common vices of the day: no drinking, no gambling, no carousing. His speech was notably refined, avoiding the slang and profanity that colored most frontier conversation. Even more remarkably, he maintained this genteel demeanor while developing a forceful personality that commanded respect without pretension. His character would be tested repeatedly in his role as a public servant. Hardy served multiple terms as county supervisor and in the upper legislative branch, maintaining a fierce anti-corruption stance. He absolutely refused all bribes and stood in strong opposition to graft, which naturally put him at odds with the county seat ring and corrupt officials. This ethical stance earned him powerful enemies, but Hardy could not be intimidated. His marked ability in administration, combined with his consistent honesty, made him a formidable force in territorial politics. But perhaps the most dramatic chapters of Hardy's life involved his encounters with the indigenous peoples of the region. His conflicts with the Wallapai tribe were particularly notable, earning him the distinction of having the highest individual combat kills in Mohave County. Despite, or perhaps because of, frequent Wallapai attacks, Hardy preferred to travel alone. The conflict at Beale Springs became legendary, where he killed Chief Wabayam and defeated multiple warriors. Chief Sharam himself verified Hardy's kills: 3 Native Americans at Fort Rock, 5 at Tom Springs, and additional individual encounters, bringing the total confirmed to 14. His conflicts with the Paiute tribe were equally dramatic. During one notable incident at Paiute Hill, they attacked his road camp and burned the cook tent. Hardy's response was tactical but controversial. He used strychnine-laced sugar as bait, resulting in 14 Indian casualties. The aftermath saw him recover 14 ponies along with various weapons and equipment. While these actions led to a peace treaty and an end to the Paiute conflicts, they remain a complicated part of his legacy. Not all of Hardy's adventures involved conflict, though. There's a famous story about his attempt at fishing with giant powder. That's 70% nitroglycerine. Picture this: Hardy in a small skiff on the river, the explosion going off under his boat, flipping it completely over. Remarkably, he escaped unharmed. The kicker? He caught exactly 1 6-inch fish, which he displayed in his store with a humorous sign, becoming a source of local amusement for years to come. Hardy was also known for his innovations in weaponry. He developed specialized pistols made from split rifle barrels, featuring 16-inch barrels and muzzle-loading design. These weapons, using percussion caps and 1-ounce round balls, had an impressive 100-yard effective range with rifle-like accuracy. The loading system incorporated an iron ramrod, and the weapons became so popular among other pioneers that they were eventually stolen in San Bernardino. But Hardy's entrepreneurial spirit extended far beyond weapons development. His mining ventures were particularly ambitious and costly. The Hardy mine near Gold Road saw an investment of $300,000, a fortune in those days, only to result in a complete financial loss. The Fairfield mine at Mineral Park proved equally challenging. There, Hardy directed the construction of a 200-foot tunnel through granite using black powder, as this was before the advent of dynamite. A 200-foot shaft was also constructed, but again, the venture resulted in total investment loss. His infrastructure projects showed similar ambition but met with similar results. In Wallapai Valley, he attempted to develop water resources by digging a 200-foot well, but found no water. His wagon road construction to Prescott, complete with toll gates, returned less than 10% on investment. Even his agricultural ventures, horse breeding, cattle ranching, and Angora goat farming, all proved unprofitable, contributing to the gradual depletion of his once substantial fortune. Yet Hardy's later career showed his resilience and adaptability. As Hardyville's postmaster, he implemented significant operational improvements, including the innovation of mail sack riveting, a design that would be adopted nationwide. He successfully claimed $2,500 in back pay through direct negotiation in Washington and later received $18,000 for contract losses, demonstrating his administrative abilities even in his twilight years. The story of William Hardy, like many frontier tales, doesn't have a triumphant ending. Despite his many ventures and earlier success, he died in poverty at the age of 82. He never married and had no direct descendants. Hardyville itself declined after the emergence of needles in 1883 and was eventually abandoned, now nothing more than a mesquite flat where wind whistles through forgotten dreams. Yet Hardy's legacy endures as the Grand Old Man of Mohave County. His story embodies both the promise and peril of the American frontier, the mixture of refinement and violence, success and failure, innovation and loss that characterize the territorial period. Here was a man who could navigate both the highest levels of territorial politics and the brutal realities of frontier warfare, who could maintain Eastern refinement while adapting to Western ruggedness, who could lose multiple fortunes yet maintain his integrity throughout. In many ways, William Hardy represents the complexity of America's westward expansion itself, the dreams, the violence, the innovations, the failures, and the perseverance that shaped a territory and a nation. His story reminds us that the settlement of the American West wasn't just about gunfights and gold rushes. It was about individuals who, through their successes and failures, their virtues and their flaws, helped forge the foundations of modern Arizona. This has been Southwest Desert. Join us next time as we continue to explore the fascinating stories of the American Southwest. I'm your host, Alan, thanking you for joining us on this journey through time and territory. Until next time, keep exploring the frontiers of history. Check out my large catalog of Southwest videos and playlists. Happy trails! Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more great content. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.